This is Business Nigeria. Here are the stories we are tracking for you at this time. Moody's downgrade 9 banks over weak operating environment as FDI into Nigeria's telecom sector projects to hit $150 billion by 2024. Stocks in Asia surge as dollar eases on Powell's disinflationary comment. On our interview segment today, our focus will be on the burning economic issues, yes, around the scarcity of the new Naira notes and a view of analyzing its economic implications. Yes, there are some updates around that space. The CBN saying some payments over the counter and also instituting some legal framework, talking about law enforcement agencies going around town to monitor and see. But how well will all of this help address the present situation? We'll discuss that on the first half of our show. And on the flip side, we'll shift our conversation to issues around broadband penetration in the country. As the president says, there's about 100% coverage. Welcome to the show. Let's start with some news making headlines across the world of business. Well, as the current fuel scarcity persists in some parts of the country, there seems to be a ray of hope for Nigerians as queues of premium motor spirit suddenly disappeared in some parts of Abuja and Niger State, Nasarawa, and other states, following the release of about 67 million litres of PMS by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to oil marketers. Virtually all the major filling stations that used to have heavy queues before were seen without queues on Wednesday, as most of them dispense petrol to cars outlets. This came as the NNPC revealed that some of the 67 million litres daily supply of PMS was not only smuggled by trucks to neighbouring countries, but through marine vessels. Group Chief Executive Officer of the NNPCL, Mr. Mele Kyari, maintains that there is no shortage of fuel going into the market. Rather, the products might be in the wrong destination. Following its downward review of Nigeria's credit ratings last week, international ratings agency Moody's Investor Service has downgraded 9 banks due to weakening operating environment. The downgraded banks include Access Bank, Zenith Bank, First Bank, United Bank for Africa, Guarantee Trust Bank, Union Bank, Fidelity Bank, First City Monument Bank, and Sterling Bank. According to Moody's latest report, the downgrade of the long-term ratings of the affected banks reflects a combination of 2 factors: the weakening operating environment and the interlinkages between the sovereign's weakened creditworthiness. The report also disclosed that the revised macro profile for Nigeria's reflects the ratings agency's expectations that depressed and uncertain oil production, capital outflows amid flight to quality and government-constrained access to external funding will likely continue to weigh on Nigeria's external position in 2023. Recall that international ratings agency downgraded Nigeria to CAA1 from B3, the long-term deposit ratings, on the ground of poor currency and rising fiscal deficit. With the rolling out of 5G network in Nigeria, industry analysts have projected that foreign direct investment in telecommunications industry will increase to $150 billion in the next 2 years. They noted that the 5G network and other emerging technologies will attract more foreign investment into the country, adding that investors across the world are willing to invest in new technologies in developing countries. So far, the Nigerian ICT sector has attracted total investment of about $68 billion over the years, thereby providing more than half of the country's foreign direct investment. The continued scarcity